Hello, everybody. My name is Josh.
And I'm Boh.
And welcome to
The Cheese.
The Cheese. All right. So in this episode of The Cheese, we are going to review The Joker. So I went and I saw this on my own, and Boh went and saw this on his own as well. So we thought we would just bring our review to the table.
And it's kind of too bad because we just made our top 10 movie reviews. And then we went and watched the movie.
Yeah, we could actually put this in there.
Would that be on your top 10?
I definitely would have talked about it.
Yeah, that's the thing is, like, time really tells, right?
Yeah, it does. How much am I going to remember this in, like, a few months from now,
and, like,
right?
sometimes you watch a movie and say, hey, that was pretty good. And then you figure, it's on TV or whatever. I'll watch it again. And you're like, nah.
Yeah. It was so good. I'm not going to watch it again.
A good movie.
But sometimes it goes the other way, right? Yeah, because then when you do want to watch it again, and then you watch it and you're like, well, I don't remember that. Really? That makes sense now.
I might have been daydreaming or something, yeah.
Yeah. But this is the Joker review, so we'll stick to the Joker.
Okay.
And
we'll stick to the Joker. It'll be a little difficult.
Yeah. So with what I wanted to get into right away is the feel of the movie. This is not your typical DC superhero or even supervillain type movie. This was a little more of a sadistic kind of serial killer mind into the criminally insane. He's not really criminally insane yet.
There was that 70s feel to it.
There was that 70s feel to it, which is, you're going to actually, when you didn't read any of mine? You can't read. I mean, you can read, but you can't see without your glasses. So what I...
kind of remind me of like the Sesame Street kind of feel or something like that.
Yeah, like he's Oscar.
He's Oscar.
No, you know what it reminded me of? Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver. Okay, yeah, a little bit of that in there, yeah.
Yeah, and then even like the plot itself.
And now
he's slowly going insane.
Taxi Driver reminded me of Lee.
Hey? With the mohawk and stuff.
Yeah, but not with the mohawk.
He doesn't have the mohawk till near the end, though, right?
Anyways,
but it's about anarchy, right?
Yeah.
Near the end.
He's about a taxi driver.
It's about a taxi driver.
Hey, where are you going?
Yeah. Get in the back.
Okay, let's stay focused.
So, yeah. Anyways, so that was the feel to it. So we kind of both had that. I think it's probably what the director was going for anyways, right?
Bad TV.
Bad TV.
From the 70s. Reminds me of a kid.
Like the movie, like the TV show Taxi.
You'd have to watch The Joker on a little small black and white.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway, what did you have to say about the Joker?
No, just the feel of the. I'm agreeing with you on the feel. There was that 70s feel to it.
It was, yeah. And what about his uncontrollable laughter? What did you think about that?
I thought it was funny. I thought the whole movie was really funny. Actually, a lot of funny parts in it. When we went and seen that at the theater, we went in the morning. In the afternoon, and it was not very many people there. So, but I was laughing throughout it all, and the people behind us, like, they didn't find it too funny. So I was like, what's wrong with me?
Well, I was like one of the only people laughing too. I think we have pretty similar, taste. Yeah, sense of humor.
I'd hate to jump into that part right away, but we were talking there about that fucking midget there.
Yeah. He's trying to, and then he's trying to get out the latch and he can't reach it, and then he just looks at Joker.
Well, even before that,
oh yeah.
Why did you do that? Why'd you do that? Gotta get out of that situation.
Yeah. But no one laughed in the theater at that part either. And what?
Well, that's the funny thing is I read, I heard some people went and seen it, and they went to theaters where a lot of people were laughing, and then some people weren't, and kind of got where I was at. Nobody was laughing except for me, and then even my daughter, she's like, you know, Dad, you were the only person laughing in that movie. I'm like, I know. I don't know. That's pretty poor. It's not quite the Joker laugh.
That's more like the Penguin.
Can you do the Joker laugh?
No, I think I was doing it pretty good before, but I kind of lost it now because I can't hear it.
Come on, try. What about, I think like Nelson Muntz, but just slower maybe.
Who?
Nelson Muntz, but just kind of, Nelson. You don't know Nelson Muntz?
No, that sounds like a word. Oh, Nelson, no.
And then tweak the tone a little bit and carry it.
Okay.
Everyone says about my laughter too, and then when I laugh like that at the theater,
yeah, I don't know, but it was an uncontrollable laugh that he said that was a sickness or a condition, which
card,
but it wasn't, right? Like the card was self-diagnosed.
I guess we should have maybe put out a spoiler alert. Eh?
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. There's a spoiler alert already. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I knew that when when I was writing my review, I knew that it was a spoiler anyways, and so
you had a couple drinks before you went there?
I did. Yeah, we were watching a football game, and so we had some pints, and then we.
So you were nice and relaxed and everything, and
I was. There was even like a couple parts where I was starting to get tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I woke up. I was drinking a lot the night before, so I was very hungover. And let's get this over. Let's go watch this Joker movie. And I know you're kind of like me, the same where, well, for me anyways, I get really bad anxiety when I'm hungover.
Yeah.
And things fucking just walking in a mall freaks me out. And people just, I don't know which way to go, and I feel all awkward and stuff. So I'm watching this movie. It was the last movie I'd want to watch when I was hungover. But man, that just intensified the whole insanity of the movie. Like, if I watched it like just normal, then I'm sure I'd be fine. But my heart was, I was just off when I watched it anyways, right?
Yeah.
But that added to just the whole craziness of it.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think one of the parts that I really liked was the stand-up bit.
Yeah, I said those jokes were funny. When I was a kid, I used to do you remember how that goes? I used to tell people I want to be a comedian, and everybody laughed at me.
Yeah, Maria laughed at me.
They ain't laughing anymore. I don't know.
They're not laughing now.
Yeah.
And everybody's all awkward. And he's like, ha ha ha. And then he starts laughing because of his condition. But I don't know. There was all these points, the stand-up bit, the uncontrollable laughter. These little things were all little things that were building towards his actual condition, where he's actually a psychopath, right? And there's another point where, you know how when they took Joker and the Batman, and they basically, his mother was telling him that he had a relationship with Bruce's dad. And so that they were half brothers. Yeah. And so for a moment in the movie, they have you believing that they're actually half brothers, and then you find out that his mother is actually insane and was actually like.
I think it was because I think bathing his mom probably made him a little fucking nuts too. Right?
Yeah, it totally would.
Thank God I never had to bath my mom.
Well, it did have that sort of what's that movie? Psycho 1, Psycho 2, Norman Bates kind of thing. Yeah,
I could kind of see what you mean there.
Yeah,
I get that.
There's a little bit of that because he loved his mother so much.
But... Yeah, I figured like everybody is kind of talking about how it is with society and all that thing. I figured I'd kind of leave that more to you. So like how it's a reflection on to society now. You know what I mean? And we got these incels and these crazy shooters and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I think, what a lot of people are thinking is that this is the type of movie that has violence, and the violence is going to stem onto the youth or the other people who are maybe on the edge of their seat already, or on the brink of going crazy, snapping and shooting a bunch of people or whatever they're doing. But I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know if that could happen. I never found the movie that violent.
Me neither, because I was thinking there's a lot of other more violent movies than that.
Yeah, way more.
And I was trying to think about it, and I couldn't really come anything to mind. There was like gangster movies, that kind of violence and stuff.
What about Rambo?
That was crazy. I don't want another.
I haven't seen it.
Can I give you? So. Can I spoil something for you? I don't know.
You can. I'm not a huge. I like Rambo, but I'm not.
Okay. Yeah. I know. It's just one of those movies that, and you kind of seen it coming anyways. He said, I'm I'm going to rip out your heart right out of your chest or something like that. I'm going to break open your chest and I'm going to rip out your heart and show it to you while it's still beating. And of course, then the guy's, he got him cornered against a wall and he shoots him with an arrow in this hand, and he shoots his legs up too, right? Rambo goes up to him with his knife, carves it open. Yeah. And it was a little over the top because he grabs in his chest and he takes out his heart and you could hear it in the theater, right? And it's still beating, you know. I don't know where we got off topic here, but
well, it wasn't.
The violence.
Joker wasn't as violent as that. You know it really.
One part when he stabs in the fucking eye. That was a little right in the fucking eye.
Well, and then so
Gangs in New York, that was kind of all those war movies too. They're getting blasted and all that sort of stuff.
He's, constantly getting pressured by society. There's the other clowns that he works with, the guy that kind of fucked him over and stuff like that.
You got a bad feeling of that guy right off the bat.
Yeah, you do.
He had shifty eyes and.
But the first person that he killed, who was the first person he killed? Those guys on the bus, on the train, and they were picking on some girl, right? And then because whenever he sees something that's uncomfortable, he starts laughing. So that drew the tension away from that woman. The woman escaped. Yeah. He really saved that girl. Yeah. And then they picked on him and beat him up, and then he shot them. And he looked like he loved it and enjoyed every single minute of it. Mm-hmm. But that's just a character being played. And yeah, sure, maybe there are insane people in the world that are like that, but they're going to do that regardless.
Years ago, I had this dream where I started at this gym, and I was trying to get out of my contract. And they're like, you have to go talk to this guy.
Oh, yeah.
It was one of those dreams where I was like, I can't. And I was in a building, and they wouldn't let me go unless I fucking signed away to them, right? And I'd go. Did I tell you this dream before?
No.
Oh, and they kept fucking me around. Then I'm in a waiting room. Oh yeah, he'll be right out. And then I talk to someone else. Okay, we're gonna. You know what I mean? Yeah. That kind of situation. And then I don't know. I was like, grabbed a bat or something. This pretty crazy dream myself, right? But and then I remember I said this dream because I said a cool line in it. I said, you know that part in the movie where a guy takes all he could take and he just can't take it anymore? Well, this is just like in the movies.
Jesus Christ, you have the craziest dreams.
Yeah, but I think it's just like life just sometimes feels like it's just fucking you or something. Or maybe I felt like that at that time or something where you just can't win. You just can't get out of something or something like that.
That's where Joker becomes very relatable.
Yeah, you go over the edge, you cross that point of no return.
Yeah. Mm. And he didn't want to return anyways, but there's a lot of things that were leading up to that too. Is he had that fascination with his.
Did I mention washing his mom? That part scarred me.
The fascination with his girlfriend. That's not his girlfriend.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Yeah, that really took me off guard because I thought so. The night that he kills those people, he goes and he bangs the shit out of his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Or they shows that they would have had sex, like they started kissing and stuff like that, right? And then she's at helping him because his mom's in the hospital, right? And then his girlfriend is there too, even though it's not his girlfriend or whatever. But he was imagining her being there the entire time, and then or was it when he kicked the door open when he went and sat in her house? That was when he had killed those people. Do you forget?
Yeah, like my memory's not.
Yeah, I think that's actually what happened.
I watched that 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, right? And you watched it a week ago.
Yeah, and
you're asking me questions.
Yeah. So I can't remember exactly. I think that's when it happened, though. I think it's after the bus or the train part. Then he went back to her house, and then she came in there, and he was, there, and he didn't even know.
That part was a little sad, though, in a way, right?
Yeah,
that part really kind of bothered me. Kind of agitated me a little because it's just it seems a single mom with a little kid in a shitty apartment building, right? Mm-hmm. And then he's fucking bothering her and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's just kind of
just add into it.
Yeah, I just don't like that stuff.
She didn't need that. But yeah, that I don't know. I just thought that part was crazy.
Okay, the acting.
Oh, the acting was second to none.
Yeah.
But
Fucking unbelievable, eh?
he's not. He's that kind of actor.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, he was also in the movie Gladiator.
I can't think. That's a poor. Like I didn't
But
think
no,
it,
he was kind of same plays the same kind of character in that though.
Well,
Do you remember him?
He was kind of sadistic in that one.
Yeah, he was just kind of the loser kind of type of guy,
and he was completely in love with his sister.
Yeah, that's kind of odd. Same with the mother thing.
Either he's watching his mother or fucking his sister.
That'll fuck a guy up. Either way.
But yeah, he does. He
must have lost a lot of weight for that.
I was just gonna say that he did.
And did he have?
But they kept showing that.
Did he have a hump on his back there too? And
Yeah,
so how do you prepare for that? I know you just stop eating, but how do you grow a lump on your back?
Yeah.
Start roofing for a couple of weeks.
Just build everything in your house only 5 feet tall.
Haul up bundles. Oh yeah, just walk around like that. And he had to kind of walk. And you know what? I don't know where he's getting that from, but was it from a cartoon or something? But that walked like some memory of the Joker. That kind of weird sideways walk.
He did that weird walk.
Who did? Where did they get that from?
I don't know. Jim Carrey.
I don't know, but it seemed that hey, that's the Joker.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like the original Joker.
I think people are kind of sick of superhero movies these days, and I think that's too part of the success is it's different from all the fucking other same old shit that they've been coming out with lately.
Yeah, I don't want to touch too much on this.
Give us anything.
They did what was really good too, and I'm just for 1 second is that when they did the Venom movie. The Venom movie's like that too because
I haven't watched it.
It is just about him. It's just about Venom. Okay. There's no superheroes in it.
It's good. I gotta watch that one.
You should watch it.
I'll watch it.
I saw it and I watched it twice. Yeah.
Would you want to see the Joker again?
Yeah.
Me too. I was thinking that too.
My friend actually is like pissed off at me because he wanted me to go watch it, and he's like, "Hey, going to go see Joker tonight?" Oh. Yeah, I've seen this already. And he lives like near that movie theater too. So
I'm not paying $40 to go see it again with popcorn and everything.
Yeah. So I felt bad, but I was also thinking, shit, should I go see it again? Because I kind of like that. I almost wanted to message him say, if you pay.
Well, I watched that movie. What was that movie with Brad Pitt and fucking... Hey, remember, you're fucking Rick Dalton. Now, I enjoyed that movie.
Hollywood.
Yeah. But would I want to watch that again? No, I wouldn't really want to watch it again. Maybe some parts were really
I'm actually struggling to watch it for the first time. It's
good.
in my list.
It's
on my list of movies on my TV. I can watch it anytime I want. But every time I get to it, I just scroll right by it. I'm like,
well, that's the other thing
think
too. Is like that's 3 hours, right?
Oh yeah.
And I think the timing for this movie was pretty good at 2 hours, right? That was like, I don't mind watching an hour and a half movie, right? I like to get in there, get it done, and go. But I didn't mind the 2 hours on it. I thought it was perfect. 3 hours in a movie theater and drinking pop and stuff. You know, you're gonna be going to the bathroom and then losing some of the movie.
I try not to drink too much when I go. I never even get I used to get large pop every time I go, but now I always get a smaller pop when I go in there. So I don't know, but the next part I wanted to talk about is the part where he goes to on the Murray Show. With Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro was because Robert De Niro was basically just making fun of him. But
Robert De Niro himself, just as a person, seems to be becoming a grumpy old miserable old fucker these days. Anyways, right? Yeah. So I thought his role for that part was perfect timing. Although he tried to play like a nice guy, like a you know what I mean? Hey, I'm a friend. Hey,
come on my show. He played the typical fucking host.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that's what they're probably a lot of them were like, right?
I've never been on
the talk show.
I've been on this show.
Yeah. Co-host of it.
He's been pretty nice to me so far.
Well, we're co-hosts. Are we assholes in our real life?
Sometimes.
Yes, I was gonna say sometimes.
No doubt about it, really.
But like, what was whatever he said just before, and then Joker pulled out the gun, right? And then he like pretended to shoot himself, which he did like a whole bunch of times in the movie. Pretended to shoot himself. So there must have been like a lot of. I think they were trying to say that he didn't want to live. But I think when he started murdering people, I think it gave him a purpose. So when he pretended to shoot himself and then he turned a gun and fucking blew out Robert De Niro's brains.
Yeah, that was you kind of seen it coming, but it was still little shocked. I'm like, holy fuck.
Because it happened like that. Like, I didn't know how it was going to happen. I'm like, is he just going to murder him here? Like, I'm not too sure what he's going to do. But then all of a sudden he just shot him. And then poof, blood came out. That was cool.
Yeah.
But I think it was just all of these things are just... Well, in my mind, it's all about anarchy.
Okay.
This is about anarchy. The Joker is about anarchy.
When I was thinking about it, what we're going to talk about or whatever, I didn't. I figured I'd leave that to you about how all that technical stuff. For me, I just wanted to be part of the fun part of insanity. Fucking fun it. That one part, like I told you, when I was watching it and I was having the anxiety and stuff, fuck, I was just like, felt like going, I can't take it anymore. Where's Dad gone?
It's like, Homer Simpson.
I'm going, yeah, Homer Simpson.
He just lies down on his side. He's like,
yeah. Fucking Larry Carroll Moore. What about, speaking of the Simpsons, I thought it was funny there too, when they started bringing in the clowns with those dudes on the train there. When I heard bring in the clowns, I always thinking, bring in the clowns, or you know that part with Krusty and his old buddy there.
Hey, hey!
Hey, there you go. There's a good one.
I forgot that I could do that. What about that? Remember when, and then when he gets arrested, right? Right after that, obviously, he gets arrested there. And then they're driving, and I'm like, okay, this is going to take him to Arkham Asylum now. Then all of a sudden, boom!
Yeah.
Gets hit by a car. And then there's like a riot, and there's violence, and everything's going all over the place. And he gets out, and he ends up standing up on top of the car, and everybody's kind of like cheering for him, right? You know, these people that have been going through whatever in their daily lives, and finally the anarchy that is inside of Joker seems to be let out.
Seems a little fun too, eh?
It did look like a fun. It looked like a hockey game.
A hockey game.
When it didn't go your way.
Or like Vancouver comes to mind for some reason.
Yeah, it did for me too. Yes. But that was the inspiration to give that guy that murdered Bruce Wayne's parents, if Joker didn't do what he did and cause all that.
That one little part of seeing how that works and stuff, it kind of gives you kind of a little bit of chill.
Yeah, you're like, oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah. I know what this all means.
Yeah, and then it's like, I know that they're probably not going to make Batman with this Joker. Like, I know I can't.
I was wondering that too.
Because you have to put
Are they going to put a part 2, or are they going to do...
Joker wants to do it again. Yeah, so Joaquin said that he wasn't that...
What was his name?
Joaquin.
Huh?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin.
Wigwam?
Wigwam? Jaquan?
Mr. Phoenix?
Jaquan.
It's like Jamiroquai.
What?
Jamiroquai?
I don't know.
So, they can't... I don't know if they'll do a Batman, though.
I can never remember his fucking
because they need a different Batman altogether.
Well, yeah.
Because they can't... Well,
get somebody cool to do it.
What? Ben Affleck's not cool?
What's the guy with the curly hair? Billy Crystal?
Yeah, get him to do it.
No,
who did it? No, it wasn't Billy Crystal that did it the first time.
It wasn't Billy Crystal?
No.
Who looks like Billy Crystal that played him then?
It was, shit, what's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Billy Crystal
is Beetlejuice.
Batman.
The guy that played Beetlejuice.
Well, get Beetlejuice to play. He kind of played a Joker kind of like character in that, eh?
Yeah, kind of. He was like,
I'll buy that for $1.
They're supposed to be making a Beetlejuice again.
Do you remember the?
Oh, let's not get into the Beetlejuice and everything.
Do you remember the Batman song? Batman, Vicky Vale.
Yeah. That was all. The whole soundtrack was Prince.
Yeah,
he did that whole thing. Yeah,
there was a couple other songs that made famous.
And where is that Batman? That was a weird song. That song was called Bat Dance, actually.
Bat Dance, that's it, not Batman.
Well, because I was thinking of Batman, yeah, the 50s.
They should make a remake of the 50s one.
No,
make it like that. Bam, biff, poo, pow, wham.
The Joker in that one was like a gay guy.
Was he? Well, they were all. Robin in that one didn't seem to.
Oh, yeah.
Nice outfit, eh?
So, anyways, so from the arrest, Bruce Wayne's parents get killed. So you see where that heads. And then in the mental institution, you know, there's one part where they're reading his diary. And in the diary it says, "I hope my death makes more sense than my life." Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that was an interesting quote from the Joker.
I didn't really dwell on it, but okay.
No, well, it was just shows another, him trying to pretending to shoot himself in the head all the time, his depression, and then he just hopes his death makes more sense than his life. Hmm. So I just thought that was an interesting quote that he said in the movie. And then it brings him right into the mental institution where he's being examined by the therapist. And then he starts laughing. He starts laughing hysterically again. And she's like, "What's so funny?" And he's like, "You wouldn't get it." It's because he's imagining what happened with Bruce Wayne. His parents getting killed by that guy that he caused all that stuff, and he gonna hate Bruce Wayne because of the whole situation with his own mother.
Do you think that was his dad? I know it kind of seems like a silly question, but do you think his dad is his dad?
His dad is his dad?
Yeah, the guy that he fucking punched him in the bathroom there.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
That was kind of sad part too, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know who could do that if it was his kid, right? You know what I mean? What kind of person would just treat their own blood like that?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that was his dad or not. That was a weird part, right?
You know, we were talking Joaquin. Is that his name?
Joaquin, yeah.
Keen? Or are you saying N. Pam or Pam?
Joaquin.
I'm not even coming close to this.
Trying to practice that laugh.
Sound like a witch now.
The wicked witch.
Now I sound like a horse. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Anyways, what do you got?
I think that pretty much. Do you think you're gonna see a lot of any Halloween costumes this year?
Of Joker?
Yeah,
maybe I think
now would be a good time to go as the old Batman right now.
Oh, I wonder if someone will do it like
didn't have to draw these abs on.
All right, well, let's wrap that shit up right now. All right.
I don't know. I think there's. What else do we got here? Anything else? Let me just see here.
I went through all of my books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's probably something I missed, but the soundtrack. I wanted to talk about the soundtrack in the movie.
You liked it?
I thought there were some pretty cool songs. The stairway dance I thought was cool. That got me pumped for some reason.
Oh, right. When he's coming down the stairs.
Yeah, but remember, like they used to play that at the hockey games a lot. Like I remember, like in the early '90s back there. Hey, maybe I didn't do that hey right again either, but whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no,
that when he comes down the stairs, especially in the theater, right? It just sounds awesome.
Yeah.
The Guess Who, Laughing. What other songs were?
It was just very cool sounding soundtrack.
White Room. In the White Room. You know, I was thinking I got into the car after. I think it might have been on the radio. But I don't know. I was just thinking about that song. Yeah, by Eric Clapton. I don't know if it's Cream. But anyways, I think it is Cream. And I was like, in the White Room. The White Room's a fucking insane asylum. I didn't know that.
You just put that together at that moment.
I love that song. It's like I'll listen to it sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just put that together then. I was just like, fucking.
Dude from Glow.
Oh, yeah. That part.
Oh, that's right. You watched Glow?
I watched a couple
I fucking love that show, but only because of that guy.
That guy.
I fucking love him. He's such an asshole. Yeah. He's way too nice in the last season. Fucking people don't know.
But that's what when I was Lynette's watching the movie. I'm like, hey, that's that fucker from Glow.
He's such a dick too. I like him so much. He's so funny.
I don't know.
He's a good actor. All right, you guys. We're gonna end the video right here. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys like this video, leave a like right now. If you have not subscribed, subscribe right now. Hit those notifications so you can see more videos like this. I want to see you guys in that comment section. You guys are going to see us
on the flip side
in our next video. Take care, everybody. Love y'all.
That's life.
That's life.